Hello, friends and neighbors. Tetsuiji back at the desk and ready to get underway with maybe the most important series of games we've had in a long time. I mean, the first Japan series was great, and we beat the Giants to do it. The second Japan series was fantastic, capping off a 100-win season with a Japan series title over the Yokohama DNA Baystars. But this cements whether or not we're a dynasty. 3 in a row is something magical, and I'm hoping we can pull it off today on this here stream. Where we are right now is we've just got our 1-game advantage in the Climax Series final stage over the Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks, the previous dynasty, and Yuki Yanagita and Takuya Kai, some of the old boys from their glory days in the late 2010s and start of the decade, are still with the club. Ditto for Kenta Imamiya, age 35. Shu Masuda is their stud third baseman, and basically Ryo Ota all over again. But we've got to hang together. We've got a date with either the Yomiuri Giants or Yokohama DNA Baystars on the other side of this matchup. Fun fact, that means it'll either be a rematch of our first Japan series or our second. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We still gotta win 3 of the next 6 games to advance to that Japan series. Taking a look at our pitching staff, we've got our ace, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, going today. Carlos Gomez going in Game 2. Shinnosuke Sato in the 3 spot, and what a season it's been for the rookie. Old boy Yudai Ono capping off in Game 4. Thad Ward getting the call in Game 5, and then back to Yoshinobu for Game 6 if, and of course, those last 3 are if necessary. The Hawks will be rolling out Korean phenom Seung-Heon Lee, a ground baller who's going to be a bit of a tough customer. And he's still slightly tired, so interesting that they're going with Lee on short rest. After that, it's Yuki Matsumoto, another ground baller. Eiju Nakamura, their rookie, their first round draft pick from 2025, who started this season a little rough, but he's managed to hang into the rotation. Kono Takahashi, former Seibu Lion, who signed a substantial deal, $20 million with the Hawks during the offseason. Back to their erstwhile ace, Shunsuke Kasaya, for Game 5, and then Game 6, it's back to Lee versus Yamamoto. So, like we've done in previous postseasons, I'm only going to play the deciding games, either an elimination game for us or a clinching game. So, Game 1, effectively. And the Hawks get dummied. 16-0. Ryo Ota, a grand slam as part of a 7 RBI day. Yoshinobu Yamamoto goes 8 scoreless, walking 3, allowing 3 hits, striking out 6. Hiroya Miyagi picking up the relief win. And that's bad news for the Korean connection here. That's going to be a tired bullpen going into Game 3. And yes, all games are at the Kyocera Dome. So we've got Akira Ishikawa, who I admittedly went into commissioner mode and deleted that third pitch because I want him as our bullpen phenom. Who needs Shinya Kayama and Hiroshi Kaino when this guy is going to be coming up to the bigs? Eagerly looking forward to seeing that. Alright, Game 3, Gomez versus Nakamura. Game has to think for a little bit. And it's 8-2 for the home squad. Carlos Gomez, able to keep them off the board for the most part, allows 2 runs over 6 innings of work. Kayama and Issei picking up the leftovers. Ryo Ota torching them again, 3 for 4 with another 2 RBIs and another home run. Kashiwabata looks like he's turned back into a pumpkin, so we may see Manny Guzman get a start here or there. Good to see Kita doing well. Osho Kawasaki's hung in there nicely. So rough start to the series for the Hawks. So we got 4 chances to seal this deal and punch our ticket back to the Japan series. Ryo Ota, 727, 2 dingers, 10 RBIs. I wonder who the MVP of the series is going to be. So it's Yuki Matsumoto, the ground baller, against Shinosuke Sato, the ground baller. Your lineup for this game. Leadoff, Okuma. Second, Sato. Third, Macho. Fourth, Seiya. Fifth, Ryo. Sixth, Osho, who's done pretty well in DH duties. 7th, the left fielder, Ryoto Kita. At 8, it's Kashiwabata. And at 9, yeah, day-to-day, but he's still playing it, it's Ali Sanchez. Let's get into this. And we're leading things off against Taiga Igarashi. Not much of a pop guy. Decent infielder, though. So, let's, you know what, let's feel it out a little bit. No need for, getting beaten around early. And we have a leadoff walk on a full count pitch. Not optimal. Ishikawa's got some pop, so let's still go with double play depth. Igarashi's a speedster. Let's hold the runner. Another full count. Lifted into left field. Kita is there. 1 away. Shu Masuda, who I really do not want to have to face more often than I have to in this game. So we are going to have to shift right or shift left here. Outfield deep. Hold the runner. The 2-2 to Shu. Punched into the middle. Yuki Sato is able to make the play, coming in a little bit. Max Kepler. Former Buffalo. We're going to do the deep shift. 3-0. And it looks like we're going to walk him. Yuki Yanagita now. He started to take a bit of a nosedive, so we may be able to get out of this mess. Let's pitch to him. The 1-0 to Yuki. On the ground, Kashiwabata goes the short way to Okuma. Through the first half of the first, stranded a pair. Cub now leading things off. Launches this one to right field, but right to Yanagimachi. Yuki Sato on the ground. I think they play with third in for Yuki Sato, just given how he hits. Little number off the end of the bat. Masuda's throwing with it. Masuda and Yoshida with an infield single. Alrighty. So Suzuki's going to loop this one to the second baseman. Igarashi is there. 26 pitches in the first inning for Sato. I think we need to go after guys a little more. Keep that pitch count down. Hirabayashi charges this one to left field. That one's gone. 440 feet. And the Hawks have some life. The 0-1's lifted into right field. Seiya Suzuki coming on. One away. Here's Kai now. On the ground, Kashiwabata makes an easy play. Here's Kenta Imamiya, the shortstop, who will ground out to his counterpart on the home side. Well, we have to score at least one to win anyway. And they are going to walk Ryo Ota to start this one. I do not want to run on Kai. He's still got that ridiculous arm. Let's take a couple pitches, see what they're thinking. All right, give him the swing away. On the ground, 4-6-3. Here's Kita now, the number 7 batter. Lined right to Shu Masada. Shu's playing first? What? So he is. Where do they got a third then? Hajime Hirabayashi. Interesting player. Interesting profile. It's a shame they couldn't find anyone else to play first, I guess. Back to the top of the lineup now. And Igarashi's going to pop to hit a little looper. Leadoff single for the Hawks. Let's try and get something on the ground here. It's bunted up the third base line. Ota with a great play to get the first out. All right, we can afford to walk Masada. We have the base load open. Shift right guard third. Shift right. The 2-1 to Kepler. Fly ball up the middle. Yuki Sato ranging in, and he's able to make the play. Yuki Yanagita now. On the ground, Okuma makes it look easy. Here's Kashiwabata now. Pop fly, center field, Nishikawa on the move, and he makes the play. Here's Ali Sanchez now, the catcher. On the ground past Imamiya. And that's a one-out single. Now, keep in mind, Sanchez is nursing a lower leg injury, knee inflammation. So, we're not going to have him run. Okuma strikes out. Sato launches this one, but right to Nishikawa. Excuse me one moment. I have no time for bots on my screen. Alright, Hirabayashi now. The 0-2.
Strike three!
Strike three. Looking to take out the guy who scored the only run in this game so far. Here's Yanagimachi. On the ground, going to be a tough play, and Yonatoshi can't make it. 61 pitches now for Shinnosuke Sato. Let's go with double play depth. Hold the runner. Low, ball 4. Yeah, I want to believe you, buddy, but This is not being borne out by the results. Okay, you know what? He's probably going to try and bunt this. So let's go third in. On the ground, 6-4-3 double play to end the inning. Going to be a close play at first. Another infield single for Masataka Yoshida. Let's see if we can get Matsumoto to sweat a little bit here. All right. 4-pitch walk. Ryo Ota down the left field line, base hit, and because the runners were going, Yoshida's in to score. Seiya's going to be waved home. It's a 2 RBI single for Ryo Ota. Well, they'll score a double, but Ryo Ota is irrepressible. That's his 12th RBI of this series. And the Buffaloes have the lead. Osho Kawasaki now. On the ground to the second baseman, Igarashi. Ota moves to third. Now the infield is in to try and cut down the run at the plate. The 1-2 to Kita. Lined up the middle. Doesn't matter. Kita with an RBI single. And it's 3-1 Oryx with 1 out. Kashiwabara. Checked swing, strikeout. Ali Sanchez, and that's a wild pitch from Matsumoto. Kita will advance to second on the play. The 3-1. Sanchez will take his time and head down to first. Runners at first and second now for Takao Okuma. The 2-1. Cub launches this one into the corner for an extra base hit. Kita's coming around to score. Sanchez will probably be held up at third. No, he's going home. Okuma. A double advancing to third on the throw. Yuki Matsumoto has been knocked out of the game. It's 5-1 Oryx. Kenta Ishida now coming in for that tired Hawks bullpen. And Yuki Sato's not going to let up at all. That's an RBI for the center fielder. That's a crooked number to hang on the scoreboard. 6-0 or 6-1. All 6 coming in this inning. And here's Yoshida again, which officially makes it a bat-around inning. Igarashi will finally get it to first. And that is what you want to see when you have your opposition down 3-0. You get on their throat and stand there. The 1-2 to Igarashi. Called strike 3. That curveball's been working well for Sato today. Here's Nishikawa now. Full count.
Strike 3.
In for strike 3 on the cutter. Shu Masuda. We're going to dance around him a little bit. Punched into left field. That will fall in for a base hit. Max Kepler now. Goes the other way. Ryoto Kita's tracking it at the track. And he makes a grab. Dangerous play, but Ryoto thankfully was there in time. And we are going to have to go to reliable Norihiko Tanaka. Shinnosuke Sato starting to drag a little bit. Give it to Tanaka, and then we'll see how it goes. We may not need the Bleep U bullpen, but they will be rested before the next series anyway, so we'll see how this goes. Seiya Suzuki walked last inning, and he will walk again here. Ryo Ota, the 3-1. Swinging on the ground. That's going around, just a second. Ota able to avoid a double play. Osho Kawasaki, the DH. Up the middle. That will fall in for a base hit in front of Nishikawa. Ryota's digging for third, and he will get there in time. That will chase Kenta Ishida and bring in Arata Shiino instead. Kita's not exactly known for bunting. But they also may not be expecting it. How's Shiino's fielding? Okay, he's a trash fielder. Let's try it. Bunted up the first base side.
Safe.
And it's safe! Ota scores. Ryoto Kita safe at first. Osho Kawasaki moves to second. Remember, kids, always bunt. Kashiwabata now. 2-2. Fly ball. Center field. Nishikawa tracing it back. And he makes the play. Runners do not advance. Here's Ali Sanchez. On the ground. Going to be a tough play for Hibayashi, but he makes the play. So we generate another run. Shinosuke Sato completes his 5 innings of work and hands it over to the bullpen. Norihiko Tanaka now. Coming after Yuki Yanagita. The hidden weapon in this Oryx bullpen.
Strike 3.
Puts away Yanagita. Karabari Sanshin. Here's Hirabayashi. The 2-2 to him. On the ground, Ota cuts in front of Kashiwabata, but makes the play. Here's Yanagimachi. Full count, inside ball 4. High and inside ball 4. The 1-2 to Takuya Kai.
Strike
Down on strikes. Tanaka does what Tanaka does best. And given where we are, let's go with Hiromu Ise warming up. Let's get the long man going because it's not a close game at the moment. Arata Shino makes a nice grab on Okuma's line drive right back to the pitcher. Up the first base side, Masuda makes the play. Here's Macho now, he's having a game. And he'll get aboard. 2-out walk. Full count to Seiya Suzuki, down on strikes. So we'll let Tanaka go another batter or 2 before we hand things over to Ise. Yamamiya, fly ball, chasing Kita back, but he's able to make the grab. Igarashi now, first pitch swinging. Line shot, Kita able to make the play. Here's Nishikawa now. Line drive right to Okuma. And we're into the stretch. So, Ryo Ota down on strikes. New pitcher, Jimmy Lewis. He's had a busy series. This is what, almost his 3rd game and his 3rd out of 4 games. Poor guy just cannot catch a break. Osho is going to line this one past the right side of the infield for a 1-out single. Kita now. High drive to right, but playable. Yanagimachi makes the play. Kashiwabata in a bit of a funk. Off the end of the bat, slow roller to Igarashi. He will make the play. Alright, let's get our hands crew in there. Hiromu Ise comes in to take the top of the 8th. Sonoda Yasuda will take over at first base. And Guzman takes over at short. And we'll keep Fukuda out there. Or we'll keep Kita out there instead of swapping to Fukuda. See how that goes. New bullpen arm, Hiromu Ise, having a good season. Shu Masada flares this one to left. So we are doing the deep shift, and we're pitching around Kepler here. Liner up the middle. Runners at first and second now. Here's Yuki Yanagita. Issei running into a little bit of trouble here. Quick toss to second. Issei had to hold up a little bit. Pinch hitter now for the Hawks. Hidenori Murakami. Ground ball hitter. Let's go outfield right because he does tend to hit that. Let's go double play depth. Come on, Issei. Little number on the ground. Sanchez makes the throw to second in time. Interesting play there. We keep going to second instead of to first. But more importantly, Shu Masada still hanging around at third. Nagimachi off the end of the bat. Ota up throwing. That's the inning. 1 inning away from sealing the deal. We're going to let Issei go, but we've got Keisuke Izumi. You know what? Let's get Izumi warming just in case Buddy runs into trouble or has a pitch count. Sanchez leading off bottom of the 8th, and he's going to do it with a single. Takao Okuma. And Cub's going to go down on strikes. Jimmy Lewis gets the job done. Yuki Sato flares this one to right. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Sanchez still a little gimpy. He's not going to be running. Hisanori Yasuda getting a rare at-bat here with 1 out. And we're going to rely on full count. Taken for ball 4. Yasuda does that. Seiya Suzuki punches this one into right, but playable. Not going to make Ali Sanchez and his gimpy leg run on Yanagimachi. Not when Ryo Ota can just drive him in normally. 2 RBI single for the third baseman. It's 9-1 Buffaloes.
Strike 3.
Osho Kawasaki down on strikes. So we're going to keep Issei out there. That's a high drive by Kai. That's going to leave the ballpark, making it a 9-2 ball game. New pinch hitter Kota Makihara. Lined into the right field corner. Issei seems to be giving up a lot of loud contact now. Let's give him the rest of the night off. Keisuke Izumi now, trying to hold down the fort. Off the end of the bat, Guzman, a fantastic play behind second base. 1 away. Here's Haruki Nishikawa. 1-2, lined right to Yasuda. And he's able to make the play. Makihara at third. Shu Masada. The 1-2. Kanabari Sanshin! The Buffaloes win the Pacific League Climax Series. Incredibly, that's the first sweep we've had all stream sessions. 7-1, 16-0, 8-2, 9-2. Ryo Ota with, and I cannot stress this enough, 14 RBIs. What a ridiculous, unheard of series for Ryo Ota. Wow, wow, wow. Unfortunately, we now have Yonetoshi Kashiwabara with a snowflake, so Guzman will take his place. And the team will be able to get a bit of a break. Giants and Baystars are still playing. This will need at least a Game 5. Okay, Baystars knotted it up. Giants on the cusp of a win. And how grateful do you think the Giants are now that they can have a DH in the Central League? I don't think Hayato Sakamoto has played any games at shortstop right now. Oh, 43 games he started there. That's interesting. So, the Yomiuri Giants will punch their ticket into the Japan Series, so it will be a rematch of our first ever Japan Series title, which, if you'll remember, we beat these Giants in a sweep. It's interesting. This guy, Takumu Nakano, previously a Hanshin Tiger minor leaguer, is with the big club right now and doing fantastic work. Yeah, it looks like he was released. Alright. Do we have any adjustments to the roster we want to make? Not really, because, I mean, Osho Kawasaki has played very well as our primary DH. Ali Sanchez will be back to full strength in a day. Have Miyagi available out of the bullpen. Game 1. Buffaloes win at home 5-2. Ryo Ota solo home run to the go-ahead hit in the 6th. Manny Guzman a 2-run double in the 8th. Julian Fernandez 2 innings of work, 4 Ks. Hayato Sakamoto with a home run. 3 for 4 with a home run. Man, that could have been dangerous. I remember their big stud pitcher, Hirotoshi Tateishi, is injured. So we may have caught the Giants on a bit of a fluky bounce here. Game 2 of the Japan Series. I recognize that name. Le Blabijin. I think he was a former Blue Jay. Buffaloes win it 7-2, and I'm going to save here because we've had this game crash on me in critical situations before. I would also like to point out the extreme home and road splits that the Buffaloes have. 59 and 11 at home. What happened in this one? Buffaloes take the lead in the second. Manny Guzman with an RBI single. Kita with a solo shot in the fourth. Yuki Sato plugging a 2-run double. 10 hits. Most of those from the top of the order. Okuma, Sato, Yoshida. Boys are banging. Ota keeps his hot playoffs going. Kita as well. Manny Guzman batting .375. Good to see. Carlos Gomez only goes 5 1/3. Kaino comes in and Studley defends the rest of the game. So sadly, at the Tokyo Dome, we will not get to see our good friend Yoshinobu Yamamoto bat. Or any pitcher bat. Sato, Ono, and Ward will be the starters in games 3, 4, and, if necessary, 5. Can the Giants pick up a win at home against the rookie Sato? Ooh, it's a close one, 3-2. Okamoto hit a 2-run dinger off Shinnosuke Sato in the bottom of the 7th, but the fact that Sato made it to the 7th is impressive. And you let the Bleep U bullpen take over. So, this could be interesting. We swept the final stage. We're up 3-0 here at the Tokyo Dome. And it's Yudai Ono on the bump against Daisuke Naoe. I can't imagine that Julian Fernandez is available for this game. So it will be Okuma, Sato, Yoshida, Suzuki, Ryo, Osho, Ryoto Kita, Guzman, and Sanchez. Yudai Ono on the bump. And they're loading up with... actually, they're not loading up with righties. They've got Okamoto, Sakamoto, their new shortstop, Raito Nakayama. Gotta watch for Riku Masada. He was last series MVP. This is going to be a fun one to manage, I assure you. Here's Takao Okuma. On the ground to the shortstop. Nakayama makes the play. Yuki Sato now, first pitch swinging. Lofted right to the first baseman, Tsutsugo. Macho's having one heck of a series so far. And he will take a 2-out walk. 2-0 now to Seiya Suzuki. Launched into right field, base hit. Yoshida will hold up at second. And it's the man you don't want to face, the bad, bad man, Ryo Ota. The 0-1. Through the infield for a base hit. Masataka Yoshida's coming home to score! Safe. In there, safe. Ota advances to second on the play. 1-0 Buffaloes early. And here's Osho. First pitch swinging. High drive, deep to right field, way back and way gone. Have yourself a postseason, Osho Kawasaki. 4-0 Buffaloes early. Home field advantage, what is that? Kita grounds out to Tsutsugo. And before we even get a chance to throw a pitch, Yudai Ono has himself a 4-run lead padded. Ono's been the stud of the rotation since... Oh boy. And Yoshitaka Endo. Well, we may have ourselves a ball game at that point. Shitaka Endo drives this one up and out. Let's try the pitch around
Strike
button
three.
instead. Riku Masuda down on strikes. The 1-1 to Kota Yamashita. Fly ball, left field. Kita coming in, makes the play. Kazuma Okamoto. The full count from Yudai Ono. Ball 4, draws a walk. And we are going to do the deep shift right for Yoshitomo Tsutsugo. Past Guzman into center field. Runners at first and second, 2 down. It's Yoshihiro Maru as the tying run. Full count to Maru. Line drive right to Seiya Suzuki. Diving play, and he makes it. Okay. Dancing between the raindrops there. 29 pitches in the first inning. We may ask for YY on short rest. We'll see how Ono does. We may call up Thad Ward as a long man. We'll see how this goes. And they've already pulled their pitcher. Daisuke Naoye goes 1 inning, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 20 pitches. John Murphy now coming in out of the Buffalo's bullpen, flipping around Manny Guzman to bat left-handed. And Manny will take a leadoff walk. Hagiwara's got a bit of a weak catcher arm. Let's get some runs in. Right? Off and running. Guzman makes it happen out there. Full count to Sanchez. Lined into left field, base hit. Guzman will come around to score. Ali Sanchez, Gimpy no more. Pulls up into second. RBI double. And we get that run right back. Here's Cub now. Lined right to Okamoto. Sanchez not moving off second base. Yuki Sato will advance him up. Masuda can't make the play, so runners at the corners now. Macho now. On the ground. Diving stop by the second baseman. But Sato avoids the double play. And Sanchez scores. It's 6-1 Buffaloes. Seiya Suzuki lines this one to center field. Maru is there to make the catch. So here's Hayato Sakamoto. The old man of the Yomiuri Giants pops this one up sky high. Okuma makes the play. Tetsuru Hagiwara now. The catcher. The 0-1 from Ono. Lined into the left field corner. That will be extra bases. Kita is there. And hurls it back. Not in time. 1 out double now. It's still the bottom of the second, worth pointing out. Raito Nakayama. The 0-1-2. Line shot. Seiya make a sliding catch, though. Good thing he was shifted. And we are pitching around Endo, who beat us with that home run early on. Little looper. Kita makes the play. The bad man's up. Fly ball, left field. Yamashita is there. I had my eye on Kota Yamashita as a possible full-time left fielder. I mean, look at this guy. He could easily fit in with our club. I wonder if the Giants would allow me to trade for him. I mean, his range isn't the greatest, but would I have him over there over Kita or Fukuda? Probably. Osho, who had a home run earlier this game, will ground out. But Tsutsugo makes an error, and Osho is going to make it to second. Oh dear. The 1-2 to Kita.
Strike 3.
Karabari Sanshin. Manny Guzman now with an RBI chance. On the ground to Okamoto. Up firing. Tsutsugo's able to make this play. Biku Masuda now. The 1-2 from Yudai. Karabari Sanshin. The control master is controlling the flow of this game now. 3-1 to Kota Yamashita. Inside ball 4. We're going to hold the runner here. Full count. Okamoto held up. Runners at first and second now for Yoshitomo Tsutsugo. An extreme pull hitter. The 1-2 to Tsutsugo. Karabari Sanshin. Here's Maru now. 2 down, 2 on. Popped up. Guzman calls for it. And he makes the play. Here's Ali Sanchez. Ground out to the shortstop, Nakayama. New pitcher in for the Giants, Kazuhiko Kimura. Trying to remember, when was this guy drafted? Back in 2021, so same draft year as Yuki Sato. Interesting that he's only become like a relief guy, or borderline starter. It's a shame. Okuma says hello to the Tokyo Dome fence. And oh, hello foul pole. 1 out double for Cub. Sato's going to put this one in play. Oh, popped up. Riku Masuda calls for it. Yoshida now. On the ground, Tsutsugo is there. Through 3.5, Buff still leads 6-1. The 2-2 to Sakamoto. Floated into left field, base hit. Tetsu Hagiwara, the catcher. On the ground, 4-3. No chance for a double play. Sakamoto was off and running. Raito Nakayama goes the other way. Base hit. Kita's up throwing, but that will keep Sakamoto at third. Here's Endo, who beat up on us last time. Full count. And we walked him. Let's chat with Ono. Nowhere to put him now. Try and get the double play. The 3-1 floated behind second base. Guzman is there. Whew. Okay. Yamashita. The 1-1. Pop fly. Guzman on the run. Dancing between the raindrops. Yudai Ono has thrown 79 pitches through 4 innings. I think we may have to get Miyagi up as a emergency guy. If Ono gets into trouble next inning, we're going to Miyagi.
Strike 3.
This may end up being a rather short stream session at this point. I was hoping to only do the postseason. We could do the draft as well. I got everything set up. One, two, three inning for the Buffaloes, but then again, do you really need to do more damage? Kazuma Okamoto. Lined past Yoshida into right field. We are going to get Hiroya Miyagi. Whoops, wrong bullpen. Warmed up. Do the Tsutsugo shift. Avoid Tsutsugo's big bat. Pop fly, left field. Kita, lot of space. Makes the play. Yoshihiro Maru, first pitch swinging. Yuki Sato has to come in a couple steps. Sakamoto now, the 0-1. Off the end of the bat. That will find turf. Base hit. Sakamoto's having himself a game. 2 hits out of 3 tries now. Full count to Hagiwara, the catcher. Low ball 4. Bases loaded again. First pitch swinging, Nakayama on the ground, past Yoshida, base hit. That's going to go most of the way up the line. 2 runs will score. It is 6-3 now. (3-1) to Endo. 6 walks for Yudai Ono. We're going to pull him. Hiroya Miyagi will come in for the... I was hoping that we wouldn't need to lean on the good bullpen arms, but it looks like we may have to. Full count for the new left-hander. On the ground, Guzman to first. And the bleeding has been stemmed. We're gonna avoid going to the bullpen until we run into trouble. Miyagi can probably give us another inning or 2.
Strike 3.
Kimura's done pretty well since coming in. Guzman launches this one, but right to Endo. Ali Sanchez goes up the middle for a base hit. Good work for the catcher. He's quite the postseason performer, I think. Okuma, little nubber in front of the mound, and he's going to beat it out for an infield single. Yuki Sato up the middle, base hit. Ali Sanchez rounding third. He's going to try and score, and he's in there. Get one of those runs back. A lot of speed on the base paths. We go for the double steal, and we pull it off. Love it. The 2-2 to Yoshida. And Macho gets plunked. Seiya, be patient here. Line down the left field line, base hit. At least 2 runs are coming home to score. Yoshida's going to be waved home. Bases clearing double for Seiya Suzuki. And we've increased our lead. It's now 10-3. Now that's what I call a counterpunch. Via-Oto lofts this one. Kota Yamashita is there. So, we're going to let Miyagi go for a little bit, aren't we? Called strike 3. Popped up. Left field. Kita coming in. Makes the play. I think in the 7th we're going to bring out the defensive subs. We'll see. Tsutsugo. 3-1. And he will walk. The 1-1 to Maru. On the ground, Yoshida takes it himself. Good play by the first baseman. Here's Osho now, batting .458 this postseason. And he's going to launch this one into the stands. Look out! That's his second moonshot of the game. Osho Kawasaki owns the deed to the Tokyo Dome. It's 11-3 Buffaloes. Kita is going to line this one past Tsutsugo. 12 hits now. Here's Manny Guzman. Outside, ball 4. Guzman with a terrible bunt. Ah well, worth a try. Here's Okuma. Out on strikes. Yuki Sato now. On the ground. Nakayama will be up with it. So, we've got defensive subs in. Hisanori Yasuda coming in to play first. Isamu Fukuda coming in to play left, because they do have a lefty on the mound. I realize I probably should have flipped the two in the batting order. Oh well. Can we not give up a hit to Hayato Sakamoto this time? There we go. Plenty of room in the Tokyo Dome. Yuki Sato running play makes it. Full count to Nakayama.
Strike 3.
Karaburi Sanshin. So let's take a look here. "38 pitches, but he's not tired yet. Do we want to go to Issei again? We'll wait to see how he handles the next inning. We're up by 8. And I really should have put Fukuda in this spot. Yasuda rolls it to Riku Masuda. And away he goes. Seiya Suzuki, fly ball center field. Maru over his head. Seiya pulls up into second with a double. New pitcher now, Torao Muto. And the bad man goes high and deep, and you can kiss it goodbye. 13-3. Ota has hit 4 home runs this postseason, 18 RBI. Kawasaki set down on strikes. Here's Isamu Fukuda now. And he's going to punch this one up the middle. Manny Guzman. Fly ball center field. Maru has it in front of him, and he'll haul it down. Let's see if we can get another inning out of Miyagi.
Strike 3.
Swinging strike 3. Sanchez can't find it in time. Passed ball. Hold that runner. The 2-2 from Miyagi. Karabari Sanshin. Check in on him. He's toast. So who are we going to go for? Let's go for Kayama. Get the lefty. Double play depth. Hold the runner. The 1-2.
Strike 3.
He may be tired, but he's definitely making it work. The 2-2 to Okamoto.
Strike 3.
Strikes out the side. What an effort by Hiroya Miyagi. 58 pitches in 3 1/3, 6 Ks. And he is going to get the win, if I'm not mistaken. Sanchez drive to left field. Are you kidding me? Ali Sanchez. First home run of the postseason. It's 14-3 Buffaloes. Sato 2 for 5 today. Swings at a 3-1 pitch and lifts it to center field. Here's Yasuda. Pops this one into right field. Endo is there. Shinya Kayama comes in to close this one out for the Buffs. Up by 11. 2 touchdowns to a field goal. Go get him. The 1-2 to Tsutsugo. Karabari Sanshin. Maru, full count. Off the end of the bat, lined over the head of Ota. Excuse me a moment, I have a song to cue up. Okay, that was not where I wanted it to be. We'll make it work. Sakamoto, off the end of the bat, line past Yasuda into the corner. Base hit, possibly an RBI. Sakamoto's got himself a Moda show. That's 3 hits today. Let's go infield in. Pitch around. The 2-2 to Hagiwara. Lined past the drawn-in infield. Base hit. That'll be a 2 RBI double for Hagiwara. It's 14-5. Let's get Tanaka warmed up just in case. The 0-1 to Daichi Sugai. Up the middle, Okuma able to make the play, 2 down. This could be it. Kayama versus Endo. I have to arrange things here. The 1-2. Fly ball, center field. Yuki is there, but it's off the wall. Another double. It's 14-6 now. We're going to hand this one over to Tanaka. The 1-0. On the ground, Guzman to Yasuda. That's the ball game. That is 3 in a row for the Oryx Buffaloes. Sanaratsuri Orikusu Nipponichi. Man alive, what a series, what a playoffs. We swept the postseason. What a team. Miyagi getting the win. Sanchez, Osho with a pair, Ryota with a home run, Osho Kawasaki getting Japan Series MVP. And yes, Hiroya Miyagi actually got 4 strikeouts in that inning. I forgot that the first of those was a passed ball. Osho Kawasaki, 7 for 15, 2 home runs, 5 RBI. I think he made the team for next season. Yeah, that is a dynasty. Mission friggin' accomplished, raise the Jolly Roger, eh? I didn't think this postseason would go so smoothly. I was hoping to stream for another, 50 minutes or so, and I guess we will. I'm thinking, have I ever built a team... No, okay, so that's not true. I have built one team that was better than this. That was the Shizuoka Arrows in Out of the Park 21. That squad went 7 straight Japan Series in a row. But I don't think they ever swept the postseason like we just did. I wish I had more celebratory music. But yeah, absolutely bonkers. We swept the Giants the last time we played them in the Japan Series too. Buddies just can't get a break. It's a thing of beauty. Winning record, catcher, more dingers, build a dynasty in the next 6 seasons. Excuse me, boss. What do you think I just did? Ooh, solid boost to the budget. Let's increase our ticket price as well. And let's see if there's any better scouts out there. It's been a while since I've taken a look at our personnel, but then again, why would you change what we've got right now? Because what we've got right now is baller. So Yeijiro Suguro would be interested in becoming our scout, but our guy's done pretty well. So let's go to make our new shortlist. I always make a short list of all my championship teams so I can remember where guys are, check up on them after a couple years, you know, that sort of thing. So Sakakibata makes it. All these guys are champions. Oh, Ikeda gets one as well. Good to see. Well done there, buddy. Kazumitsu Miura. And whoever else is on loan to the... I don't think, did Tomiyama even play for us this year? No. Honda? No. Shungyozai did, so he's gonna get added. I really want him to do better. We got some interesting players who are going to be coming up. Jitsuo is like on the cusp of joining us. He's probably going to come here next year. And Duncan Davitt is why I'm going to be trading Thad Ward this offseason. Might be time to move Takanibu to a bullpen arm. I mean, he's not terrible, it's just he keeps getting batted around. Alright, off-season. Draft pool. Ooh. I can get behind that. But as per the draft order, we are drafting last. They're predicting we're gonna... Okay, if I'm okay with taking this fellow, Morihiko Misawa out of Nihon University. 70 range. Bat's a little noodly, but a high avoid case, high contact. I could get behind this. I still have to customize the draft order, so that we may not do the draft this stream. Let's take a look and see. So Misawa is the best defensive shortstop in this draft class. Ryota Nakano, also available as an outfield option. Decent, not great. Motoya Nakamura probably plays better at third. His bat's good, but oh, that personality is questionable. There's some very good pitchers up at the top, so I'm guessing that if we do the NPB style draft again, those guys are going to be picked up very early. Let's get scouting reports on the guys who are stuck at average. Kanya Kikuchi. Oh. Shame about his personality, but that pitch set, that extreme ground baller profile. Gimme, gimme. And there's Norihide Murakami. No movement. Flyball pitcher, 3 great pitches, but where's his home run per 9? I'd worry about taking him. And then there's Yukihiko Yonamine, solid option. Kawada looks like a decent finesse pitcher. Kihaji Yamada's face looks like he got pinched up. Poor guy. So let's filter on congeniality, my usual filter. We may actually go for Misawa as our batter, or as our first round draft pick, because he profiles to be better than Kashiwabata at least. Then again, we got Guzman. That's going to be tough. So some managers have been sent packing. Lions, Chunichi, our Dragons, Swallows. The Marines have posted Roki Sasaki, Fumiya Kurokawa, Takaya Ishikawa from the Dragons, Kurokawa, Eagles, and 24-year-old Okabayashi from the Dragons. Clearly some people are a little hard up for cash at the moment. So, guys who... As much as I would like to give Yudai Ono an extension, not worth it. Can't do it. Kayama, can't do it. Not at 36 years. Not for that kind of money and term. What about Kaino? Kaino's been hit or miss. He was good this year. But I also have Akira Ishikawa coming up, who's basically the same pitcher. So I think I'm willing to let all three of these guys walk. Shunikeda, ditto. Alright. Kakibata was great up until he got injured. So I will happily offer him arbitration. Thad Ward was fantastic, but like I said, I think he's a candidate for trading away because we got Duncan Davitt in the minors ready to go. And I don't want to lose him because he was worth 3.4 WAR last year. Just, I need guys who can go more than a few innings. My man, Julian Fernandez. Still our closer. With that movement, like, the ground ball rate is 57%. Love it. There's part 2 of the Bleep U bullpen, Tamo Fujimoto. Maybe the best 9th round pick I have ever made. Absolutely, you're getting double your current salary. Izumi's, one of those fungible middle bullpen arms. I'm okay with extending him, but I also wouldn't mind if someone else stepped up to the plate there. Tanaka has been our secret weapon. I don't know what it is about this guy, but he has been so good whenever I've relied on him. Last 2 seasons, win probability added 1.7, 1.4, and this year with an even better FIP, he just got used less. And we got him in the Seiya Suzuki trade. Oh no, we got him in the Kenma trade. Find me how this guy turns out to be the best and most valuable part, because Kenma was good, Sugimoto's already out of the league. Alrighty, I skipped over Issei. Hiromu's okay. I mean, it's easy to keep guys when you're a winning club, as I've learned. Sanchez. At some point, we gotta move off him. At some point, but not this season. The captain is sticking around another year. Yasuda, we are declining arbitration. I'm not paying that much money for someone who only gave me 0.5 WAR. Okuma. Gonna get solid contract extension, solid salary raise. Kurebayashi. Man, I don't know what to do with this kid. So frustrating. I guess I'll extend him, but what happens if he doesn't make the club again? Yeah, he's not interested in having a chat, so we'll go to arbitration with him. Kashiwabata is going to get an extension. Fukuda has fully converted to an outfielder, and he's done well in a platoon role with Kita. So, yes, I'm content to keep him around. Yamato's the heir apparent to Yuki Sato's crown, who's not giving up that spot anytime soon. But as a speedster, and as a member of 3 straight Japan Series titles, I'll keep him. Yuki Sato's getting expensive to keep. But he's as much of a face of this franchise as anyone else. Not quite as good as his ridiculous 2024, when he was worth 6.6 wins above replacement. But I'll take a 40 stolen base guy most weeks. 4 wins. I mean, I'm not going to monkey with the coaching staff because it works. I want to see guys like Keiichi Noguchi start to make the club, though. He's a third baseman right fielder with a captain personality that I think would be a fantastic fit for this team. He just has to actually, make the club. Osho may be sticking around long term. I did not expect him to do as well as he has. I mean, you look at his batting stats. .137 weighted runs created in the with the big league club in limited appearances. Then you look at the postseason. OPS of 234. How can I say no to Osho at this point? The man's got the DH slot for as long as he wants it. Fixing a typo. There we go. I mean, we also have Jitsuo Onizuka and Masaru Sato who are going to be joining the big league club next year. Like, no doubt about it. So I don't mind any of the guys who are currently slated to leave, leaving. Alright, most of our arbitration-eligible guys have been extended. With the lone exception of Kotaro Kurebayashi, who will not. Alright, Golden Mitts. Yudai Ono wins a Golden Glove. As a pitcher, that's what, his third in a row? Well, no, back-to-back, but good work, Yudai. Man's about to get paid somewhere. Ali Sanchez picks up his third straight Golden Glove behind the dish. He may stink ratings-wise. He may only be worth, like, a win above replacement, but he's been a valuable component of this team. Good job, Hirooka, winning one. Sosuke Genda, yeah, of course Genda wins the Gold Glove. And it's an Oryx outfield sweep. Kita, Sato, Seiya. Seeing Ryoto Kita pick up the Golden Glove is a nice touch. After so long, like, wandering the wilderness, it's great to see that he's finally starting to deliver on his promise. And be a fixture of this team. Familiar face to me would be Malik Collymore and Akira Neo, both of whom I've had in previous saves. Let's go to the best nine. It's going to be a toss-up for third base. Shu Masada gets it over Ryo Ota. Boo! Max Kepler gets it at left, former Oryx Buffalo. Good to see that he's still able to deliver. Shame he got so banged up in the season. I mean, he only played 70 games, and they still gave him the best nine. He was that good. Seiya Suzuki wins it at right field. Masataka Yoshida, the DH winner. Teruaki Sato wins it best nine at first. Akira Neo had a really good season if he won Best 9 and Golden Glove. Murakami, of course. And he's a pending free agent. That's going to be interesting to see where he goes. He may head stateside. I'd love to get Kei Tomori on my team. Yoshitaka Endo for the Giants. Their 4th round pick has blossomed and wins Best 9. Ayato Sakamoto wins one more as a DH. And he's still under contract for one more year at $5 million. Ay. Shinnosuke Sato wins the Rookie of the Year. Good for him. I mean, there's a reason we tried to get this guy in the first round in 2023. He was that good, and I'm thrilled to see him develop. Unpei Tanoye also getting some credit over for his work with the Kirin Spirit. Interesting pick, Yuta Nakamigawa for the Swallows. 81 starts, 14 dingers. Okay, that may be why. Now, good question. Who's getting Sawamura? Carlos Gomez, unanimous. 4 Oryx Buffalo starters take the top 4 spots. Gomez, Yamamoto, Ono, and Ward, with Sakakibara getting some votes as well. Interesting, Sato didn't get any. But wow. Cargo had a season for the ages. 15 wins, 2.61 ERA, 1.13 whip, only 2 walks per 9, and a 72 fit minus. It's a shame he can't be stretched longer, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Cargo gets it done. Hidayu Ito, 2021 3rd round draft pick, another ground baller, gets the Sawamura Award for the Central League. MVP time, and the winner for the MVP is Hideto Asamada in a very hotly contested race. Asamada has bounced around the Pacific League. Lions, Eagles, Baystars back to Lions. Now with the Fighters, 5.2 WAR. It's not even that good of a second baseman. He'd be better at third. But at 35 years old and still playing for another few years, Hideto picks up the MVP. I mean, I personally would have given it to Shu, given him the back-to-back win. His OPS of 949 still led the league, 113 RBIs. Excuse me a moment. That's not... There we go. That's the right hash for the Hawks now. And then you got Macho, who did win MVP 2 years ago and has won 3 straight batting titles since, but the numbers are starting to decline. I hate to say it, I don't think I'm going to extend Masataka Yoshida after this year. Certainly not for 6 seasons at $3.8 million. And Murakami, the pending free agent, wins it for the Swallows. Do I try and get Murakami? I mean, I hate to think of how much money he's going to ask for. 26 years old, reaching free agency. Okay. The Hawks have already lost 2.5 WAR because Yuki Yanagita has retired at age 38. He's finally hung up the cleats after being the engine of the Hawks dynasty. 4 straight Japan series is there. I think he also won it in 2015 and 14, if memory serves. I mean, what a career. I would not be surprised if the Hawks have thus retired his number. There it is. 300 home runs, 1,100 or over 1,000 RBIs, almost 2,000 hits, all with Fukuoka SoftBank. Justly deserved end of an era in NPB. Yanagita calls it a career. Kepler's a pending free agent. So is Yan Cheng Wang again. Kobukata, pending free agent. Tempting, not sure worth it. Otake is an interesting one. I mean, we have to see what our team looks like once free agency rolls around. Because I wouldn't be surprised if we don't need to sign anyone. We've got Jitsuo Onizuka, we got Akira Yamamoto, who's maybe superfluous now that Osho Kawasaki has settled in. We've got Akira Ishikawa, who is going to be a Thunderbolt arm. We got Duncan Davitt. Maybe this postseason will finally be good for Manny Guzman as well. It'd be nice to see him actually, you know, hit more than 200. I'm guessing the World Series just finished up, and that's why it's taking so long. Well, this is taking its sweet time. There we go. I noticed Hideki Matsui and Tomo Oka as potential coaches. I'm very tempted. Trot Nixon. Ryo Asai. Alright, so Kakibata back into the rotation. It's weird. My scout hates Hiroya Miyagi. So maybe he gets included in a trade deal as well? I don't know. Yeah, actually, let's look up these guys. Hideki Matsui. Wants to be a hitting coach. What about Tomokazu Ooka? Wants to manage. Good luck. Ichiro's managing now. The Ishikawa Million Stars. Of course he teaches good outfield defense and running. Of course. So far, nobody interests me. Alright, arbitration hearing time. We only have one guy. So it's safe to say the Hisanori Yasuda trade kind of blew up in our face. And Kurebayashi will be sticking around. I want you to do so much better than you're able to do. Like, come on, Kotaro. I mean, I guess I could move him in instead of Daichi Suzuki. Extending Daichi may not have been my brightest move, but we shall see. Any other interesting cuts? Makoto Adua, gone. Sewa, Yusei Sato, gone. Justin Smoke has retired. They know who I am. So, wasting no time, Koki Moriya gets 2 years from the Spirit. Shu Suguhara gets 2 years from the Bears. Murakami wants Major League money. Ono wants Major League money. Kepler wants Major League money. Fool me once. Yeah, let's go with Head Scout. A lot of expensive pictures out there. Inosuke Hotta. Not liking that profile. Yes, I am doing some bargain basement dumpster diving stuff. Yeah, let's bring in Makoto Aru on a minor league deal. Wouldn't hurt. There's one very notable and obvious free agent hitter. Also interesting to see Yuya Ogo. Oh yeah, 30 minus Ks. Yee. That's why he's exposed. Alright, so let's call up Ishikawa and Masaru Sato. And if we call up Matsuda as well, Takamibu moves into the rotation. Okay, it's not me. These two folks do actually look very much alike. Matsuda and Fukuda. Alright, so then on the batting side, officially putting Jutsuo Onizuka on the Major League roster and on the 40-man. Akira Yamamoto may be a pending free trade target. We'll see. For now, let's promote him. Nobody else really looks outstanding. The only one who's ready to move up is Duncan Davitt. We gotta move Thad Ward to pull that off. And for that we have to wait until next calendar year, because that's the rule I set for myself, no trades in season. Or one trade per year, because I keep finishing first in the league. So let's clear out all of our forced starts. This setup, yeah, Macho may not re-sign with us. That's okay. That's okay. Where's the chemistry? There we are. Noguchi as captain is probably a good thing. I'm gonna send Aichi down. We may need to call up Miura instead, actually. There we go. Tachibana soon will be joining the big league club. Ditto for Tsuneyuki Tanaka. And it looks like we will indeed give Jitsuo Onizuka a chance to bat DH. I mean, there's a clear platoon split there. So we are going to say, suggest bench. And that means Noguchi will draw in as a DH option. Good to see. And we're going to continue to trot out Yoshida as our first baseman. So really, I mean, where do you improve here? Where do you improve here? Catcher? Thomas Nito. Equally good defensive catcher. Not a captain, though. He is the best defensive catcher out there. Our old friend Kenya Wakatsuki, newly freed after... Did he get purchased by a minor league team? Oh yeah, he signed with the Pirates. So you want to come play for us? Maybe not. Very interested in Thomas Nito. I gotta think about that. I mean, if we go to all NPB players, take a look at fielding ratings, minor leaguers. Ali Sanchez is the best defensive catcher in the league. Shosei Nakamura. They'd be willing to take David, Onizuka, or Sato. What if we offered... Thad. I may have to think about this. Akira Yamamoto. Keisuke Izumi. I like the way this looks. I really do. Yamakawa. Oh, poor guy. The guy I wish I never let go, Motohide Kinoshita, because he's turned into a decent player. Wait, I had him on my short list because I wanted to get him. We're not going to give him up. What if we brought back Mogi? Nah. I think that's the deal to make. But I'm going to have to wait a year to do it. So I'm just going to screen cap this. Because adding Nakamura, who is getting expensive, but could probably stick around long term. 2-time All-Star. I mean, the alternative is we swap Sanchez for Nito, and I'm not sure if that really makes us better. So we're going to sim ahead to the first year draft, and we're going to wrap things up there. Looks like a bunch of bullpen arms are being signed. The Bears are in desperate need of loading up their bullpen, including one starter, Hiroaki Matsuda. Nice glasses. Tomohiro Anraku goes from the Carp and the Lions to the Hawks. Interesting move. The man is the epitome of fragile, though. Has anyone even offered these two a deal? Nope. So yeah, we lost quite a bit of war, but I feel like we can replace the guys we've lost. Or at the very least, wait them out until they're cheaper. Alright, that will wrap things up. The next time you see this stream may not be Saturday. I do have a holiday Monday, so I may do a stream session then, to be determined. But it will look like this. There's our draft board. We're once again drafting last in the round, but I'm eager to see how we pull together this next edition of the Dynasty. So, to be notified when I'm streaming again, make sure to follow, and I look forward to chatting with you again. Draft, off-season, into spring training, and we're going for 4 in a row. That's been my time. Firage, take us out!